Let's talk about our dear mate, Daniel Andrews, in the broken state of Victoria, where the more he gets power, the worse the ambulance system works. As you know, before the last election, 33 people died because the 000 system didn't work. Here is what the Premier said at the time about why it would all be better by now.
We look also at the Ambulance Victoria data as well, where there'll be some geographical trends. He takes pressure off our nurses and the whole team, not to mention those deployment issues.
Well, guess what? Not much has changed. There have been plenty of more near misses for them running out of ambulances in Melbourne, but more importantly, we learned today that 000 workers are literally passing around post-it notes as the backup system in Victoria. The ambulance union are the ones blowing the whistle on all of this, and a backup computer system for Victoria's 000 service is 2.5 years overdue, forcing call takers to resort to pen and paper when the software crashes. Quote, "It's shocking that members working in there during an outage are literally passing around post-it notes. It's a nightmare and there's no real backup system at all." That's the ambulance union. So, of course, the ambulance union is planning to strike against the Andrews government, aren't they? Planning to take to the streets, as they did in New South Wales when it was a Liberal government, as they did in South Australia when it was a Liberal government. Oh, of course not, because they stand with Dan, the very man who's running a system that is so faulty that when 33 people called 000, they didn't get the treatment they needed fast enough, which meant they ended up dying. And even months after all of this had been exposed and reported on, we are still in a scenario where the Premier, who loves good press, has a 000 system where they are passing around post-it notes when the computer doesn't work. I stand with Dan out the door.